Hey, what's up, everybody? You're in the reaction room with Reese.
Today's recap is Season 2, Episode 108, 109, and 110. Let's get into it. Here's what's happening beyond the gates. We start off at Joey's condo. Vanessa tells him she won't rest until she hears from Deanna and Donnell. And then she tells him he's a hero for saving Abby and helping to rescue Martin. After Martin passes out, Shanice and Ashley come to help and let Nicole know what happened. The EMTs take him to the hospital, and Nicole goes to check on Samantha and Tyrell. Ted gets to the hospital, but he leaves to go find out what's going on. And then Kat comes in to check on Eva, and Leslie says, "Like you give a damn." Nicole goes over to Martin's place and tells Samantha and Tyrell what happened to him. So they leave and go to the hospital. Leslie starts yelling and screaming at Kat. She tells Kat to leave because she can't do anything for Eva. And then Ted comes over and tells Leslie to stop blaming Kat. Leslie says she's just lashing out because she's scared and she can't do anything but wait. So Kat tells her, "We will wait together." Deanna calls Vanessa and tells her she was worried about her. She says family is all that matters. And then Joey walks in talking loud. Deanna hears him and gets upset with Vanessa again. And she hangs up the phone. The doctor tells Ted and Leslie that Eva's liver is damaged beyond repair. And if she doesn't get a transplant, she might die. And Leslie falls apart. Nicole and the kids make it to the hospital. And then Madison walks in and tells them that Martin is awake and they can go see him. Vernon calls Nicole, but she hands the phone to Chelsea. And she tells him what happened, but everything is okay. The doctor tells Leslie and Ted that they put Eva on the donor list and they need to start testing the family. So they leave to go get tested. At the Dupree house, Anita tells Vernon that their family handled that crisis all on their own. Vernon says what matters most is that every Dupree is all right. Nicole, Smitty, and the kids are visiting Martin when Madison walks in and tells them Martin suffered a concussion, but he should make a full recovery. Martin says, "I promise never to get knocked out by a tree again." Kat tells Chelsea what happened, and she says she didn't want this, and she just hopes Eva will be okay. The doctor tells Ted, Leslie, and Isaiah all they can do now is wait. Ted leaves to go check on Eva, and Leslie and Isaiah wait for the results. Bill and Haley are staying at the hotel because a fallen tree is blocking their house. Haley asks Bill what did he do all alone in that stairwell. Danny brings Andre home, and he tells her, "You must have been terrified trapped in that elevator all alone." She says, "Let's not talk about that right now." At the hospital, Isaiah tells Leslie he tried to get tested, but he's not the right blood type. And then they bring Eva into the room, and she's on a ventilator. Kat is feeling guilty, but Ted tells her, "You are not to blame for this. Do you understand?" Martin is discharged, but then he sees Ted and Kat, and they tell him what happened to Eva. And then the doctor tells Ted that he is not compatible. Danny sneaks away from Andre and calls Vanessa. She tells her, "I need to see you." Back at the hospital, Martin and Smitty volunteer to be tested. Danny tells Vanessa what happened with her and Bill in the elevator. And Vanessa says, "You're human. You made a mistake." And then she asks her if she's going to tell Andre. Danny says, "I think it will crush him." Heather comes by Joey's place to tell him in person that she's going back to London. Joey says, "Don't be a stranger." Vanessa tells Danny she should make sure Bill doesn't tell Andre what happened. And Danny says she'll talk to Bill. Kat calls Andre, but he can't be a donor because of the medicine he's taking. But he wants to go to the hospital anyway. Danny tells him he's in no shape to go, but she'll keep him updated. Joey tells Vanessa that Heather came by to see him. He says, "I may have just seen my sister for the last time." At the hospital, the doctor tells Leslie she is not a match. So Isaiah goes and tells Martin and Kat. Martin tells Kat to go get tested, but she hesitates for a second, and then he goes off on her. And Kat tells him to go to hell. She says for once, he could give her the benefit of the doubt and act like a real big brother. And she walks out. Leslie is afraid that they won't find a match, and Ted tells her we have to stay strong and positive for Eva. Isaiah follows Kat into the stairwell and tries to convince her to get tested, but she says she just wants to be left out of it. Kyle calls Nicole to check in on her, and she starts to cry. So he asks, can he come over? And she says yes. Shanice tells Leslie that she's sorry about what's going on with Eva, and she gives her nursing scrubs to change into. Ted finds out that Martin and Smitty are not a match either. Isaiah tells Kat that Eva is dying. Kat says she needs some time to think before offering herself up on a platter. And then he says, if Eva dies, how will you live with yourself? Kyle asks Nicole how did she get through it, and she breaks down. He tells her, you've got me. I'm here for you. Nicole says, yes, I do. Back at the hospital, Leslie sits at Eva's bedside and talks to her about their life together. She says, I'm nothing without you. Ted goes to check on Kat in the stairwell. She tells him she feels like everyone just wants to use her body for spare parts. He tells her she's his heart outside of his body, his soul, and a living miracle. And then Kat asks him, if she says no, will he ever be able to forgive her? Back at Nicole's house, Kyle tells Nicole he knows she's exhausted, so he'll just hold her while she sleeps. He says, I'm not going anywhere. Ted tells Kat forgiving her isn't the point, and Kat says she doesn't want to be a match. Then Ted says, don't do it for Eva, do it for me. But Kat runs away. And that's what happened. Hey, thanks for watching. And please don't forget, subscribe, like, comment, and share. And I will talk to you in the next one, okay? Bye.